Okay, now I am going to uncover this one. Let's see what the pineapple looks like. Oh, do you see that, guys? Let me focus on it. So it's not decayed at all. Good morning, guys. So today I'm going to start a project which I've always wanted to do for this channel. So this is something very amazing which I have no explanation for. But it's gonna be cool and it has something to do with the ancient world. I hope you enjoy this. So let's go. Alright, so I've had this for a very long time since I was a young student. So I'm going to take it out now. Okay, here it is. Here you go. All dusty. Here it is, guys. Do you recognize the shape? It's a pyramid. Alright, so you guys might be wondering, what am I doing with this model pyramid? Well, the story goes back a long time ago when, as a student, I read this book. I think it's called Pyramid Power. And it explains how the ancient pyramids of the Giza Plateau, specifically the Pyramid of Cheops or Khufu in Egypt, had the power to produce certain energies which could help preserve the human body, among other things. Recently, it's been discovered that the pyramid in Giza, Cheops, actually produces electromagnetic energy. So this is the summary. So it says here, in the case of the pyramid on the substrate, at the shorter wavelengths, the electromagnetic energy accumulates in the chambers, providing local spectral maxima for electric and magnetic fields. It is shown that basically the pyramid scatters the electromagnetic waves and focuses them into the substrate region. So I'm going to click on this. So it's open. So this is the article. So it's from the publication Journal of Applied Physics, Volume 124, issue number 3. So it's from July 2018. So essentially, it explains that the Great Pyramid interacts with external electromagnetic waves, and that somehow, it says here, it is revealed that the pyramid's chambers can collect and concentrate electromagnetic energy for the both surrounding conditions. In the case of the pyramid on the substrate at the shorter wavelengths, the electromagnetic energy accumulates in the chambers, providing local spectral maxima for electric and magnetic fields. It is shown that basically the pyramid scatters the electromagnetic waves and focuses them into the substrate region. The spectral dependence of the focusing effect is discussed. So this is really amazing. So essentially, this is proof that the pyramid does something to the electromagnetic field of the Earth. I'm not a scientist, I don't know how to explain this, but here it is. So that's a scientific fact, and you can read about it in the news. And they're currently planning for further scans to look for hidden passages and chambers inside the pyramid. So I'm not sure what's going to happen, but they've already found two chambers, a big one and a smaller one near the base. So going back to that book, Pyramid Power, it's a very rare book nowadays, but you can actually search for it online. And it's where instructions are given on how to make an exact scale model of the Pyramid of Cheops. And this is one of those models which I made using those instructions. So this is the book, guys. Pyramid Power. It's from Simon and Schuster, and authors are Mark Toth and Greg Nielsen. So this is the same book which I read many decades ago. And let's read about the book. So, Pyramid Power: The Secret Energy Harnessed by the Ancients preserves foodstuffs, amplifies thought forms, and increases sexual vitality. Here are the latest fabulous and provocative information on pyramids around the world, instructions on building your own pyramid, and suggested experiments. So I don't just have one pyramid, I actually have a couple. So according to the book, the model of the pyramid of Cheops can actually help preserve organic things such as meat, uh, vegetables, fruits, among other things. So what I did a long time ago was that I cut up pieces of watermelon and placed one piece inside the pyramid and another piece inside an ordinary container. And all I had to do with the Cheops pyramid was to orient one of its sides directly north south. So, which means the line that goes on one side must point directly north and directly south. And the item I placed inside should be about at the height where the king's chamber should be in the real pyramid. So I'm going to recreate the experiments based on the instructions in the book once more, and let's see what the results will be. So in order to work, the pyramid has to be oriented north and south. So which means one of its sides, such as this one, should be pointing north and south. So this is the compass that I'm going to use. So this is a compass used for orienteering. It's called the Silva compass. Now we will try to orient the pyramid north and south. So this side of the needle is pointing north and this side is pointing south. Okay. So which means if I align the pyramid this way, it would be pointing north and south. So this is the right orientation for the pyramid. So once you've got the alignment correct, all you have to do is put the food item inside, and you must avoid moving this pyramid. This pyramid mustn't move until the time you will be opening it. Alright, so just to make sure that this won't be moving, I'm using a pair of dumbbells to make sure that it will always point north and south. Alright, so I'll be using these two pieces of pineapple. So I'll be placing one of these inside the pyramid and another one in an ordinary container. Alright, so this is the plastic container that I got. So I'm going to place one of the pineapple pieces inside, and I'm going to place this one inside the pyramid using this as a stand. Oops. There you go. Put the cover on this one, but I won't be pressing it tightly. I'm just gonna place it loosely like that. And this will go in the pyramid. Okay, make sure it's still pointing north south. Alright, I fixed it, and I'm going to add a third dumbbell just to make sure my setup doesn't move from that end. Okay, still pointing north and south. That's good. Put this right next. Okay, alright, so now we wait for 1 week and see what happens to those pieces of pineapple. Alright guys, so I made a few modifications because I found out that the dumbbells were magnetic, so it would surely affect the compass and the magnetic field of the area. Alright, so this is the current setup. So I've replaced the dumbbells with some plastic toys and a box, and as you can see, the cover of this plastic container is now paper towel. So we're going to see the results in 1 week. All right, so it's been 11 days, and now we will see the results. So we'll first look at the pineapple that's not under the pyramid. So let's get it. Ta-da! So as you can see, it's stuck to the bottom, and it looks pretty ugly.
It smells disgusting.
It does?
Of course.
Okay, so it's decayed. So this one's decayed. Now let's see what happened to the pineapple under the pyramid.
Please cover it.
Oh yes, I can smell this pineapple, the decayed pineapple. Okay, now I am going to uncover this one. Let's see what the pineapple looks like. Oh, do you see that, guys? Let me focus on it. So it's not decayed at all. This is amazing.
Don't
And
touch it with your,
it's not even stuck.
don't touch it with your bare hands.
It's not even stuck to the bottom.
Why are
Look
you
at this.
Why are you touching it?
Yeah,
What?
it really doesn't smell bad at all. Look at that. It's still yellow. Yeah, compared to this one,
I don't want to touch it.
like, see, it's quite different. So this isn't decayed at all compared to this one, which is pretty gross. See?
Maybe it's because it's conserved in it or something.
No, it's very different. So I can hold this. It's like a rubbery, I don't know, a rubbery thing. It's dehydrated. What can I say? It's mummified. It's mummified. See the difference? See?
This would be
So something really happened to this pineapple, which was under the pyramid, compared to this one, which is now black, ugly, and decayed. Now, for comparative purposes, so this
would
on
be
the
good
left.
if someone was teaching it in science class.
Yeah, on the left is the pineapple, which was not under the pyramid for 11 days, and on the right is the piece of pineapple, which was under the pyramid for the same number of time, 11 days. And you can see the difference. Now, I don't know what caused this, so obviously there's something happening inside the pyramid if it's oriented north-south. My guess is that since it only works if the pyramid is oriented north-south, it might have something to do with the magnetic field. So again, guys, see the difference between the pineapple that's not under the pyramid on the left and the pineapple that we left under the pyramid for 11 days. Alright, so now if you want to replicate what I did, all you have to do is make your own pyramid, just like this one. So I'm gonna help you out, but I'm not an expert. So what I did was create a tracing of this pyramid. So this is an actual scale model of the pyramid of Cheops in the Giza Plateau. So I've made a tracing of one side. So all you have to do is get this tracing and get the right angles. If you want a larger pyramid, all you have to do is extend the diagonal lines coming down from the apex and make sure that the line at the bottom is straight, which means the angles on the left and right sides are the same. So here it is. So you can more or less trace this pyramid and make your own scale model. Alright, so you have to make 4 of these, and then you have to stick them together to form a pyramid. And you must remember which one is the top, which one is the apex, so as not to confuse the other corners as your apex, because that might ruin your experiment. So always remember or mark the apex. So that's the top. So going back to that book, Pyramid Power, It's a very rare book nowadays, but you can actually search for it online, and it's where instructions are given on how to make an exact scale model of the pyramid of Cheops. And this is one of those models which I made using those instructions.